Shalom Israel. Um, Today we will be talking about your heart being your mind according to the scriptures, right? Because majority of the times people feel when they hear your heart in the Bible, it means the physical heart in your chest, right? So the first verse we will go to is Proverbs 6 and 8.
This book of Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 18. An heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running. Stop. A heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief.
Right? So it say, an heart that divided wicked imaginations. You all know that your heart cannot imagine nothing, right? It have to be a mind, right? But this wicked world will tell you how it has love with your heart, meaning the muscle that beating in your chest, right? But the scripture showing you here that your heart is your mind, right? And heart that deviseth, meaning it plan wicked imagination. You can't imagine with your heart in your chest, right? And you cannot plan nothing with the heart in your chest, right? Feet that be swift to run to mischief, right? So you're planning in your mind wickedness, right? And you're being swift about it, right?
Bring that back from the top here. Proverbs 6 and 18. An heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief.
God, right? So this talking about you planning wickedness in your mind, right? Not in the heart that in your chest, the heart that in your mind. Whatever a man think, so shall he be, right? So it's training at all the planning wickedness in the mind, right? So we go to Jeremiah 17. And verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things, right? So your heart is wicked above all things, right? And desperately wicked. Who can know it? Right? So your heart, that is your mind, is very wicked and evil, right? Because on a daily basis we have to be fighting against this flesh, right? The flesh does not want you to read, to study, to call on the Most High, right? So that is why we have to fight against the flesh. Again from the top, Jeremiah 17 and verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things. Our heart in your chest going to be deceitful. Your heart can't think. Your heart in your chest have one function, which is to pump blood, right? And this desperately wicked, who can know it, right? So according to scriptures, once again, your heart that the scripture talking about, this heart we're talking about, is not the heart in your chest, but the heart of your mind, right? Yep. Proverbs 51.
Chapter 3 and verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding.
Right, so you have to trust in the Most High. You just trust with what your heart. You just trust with your mind after you realize that, on a weekly basis, you are wrong somebody for a time, a period of time. Like I wrong this brother for a period of time. I get to realize that I can trust him with certain things, right? My heart cannot see this brother to see that he's a trustworthy brother, right? But through being a wrong this brother, I will have understanding and you will put the person to certain tests, right? To see how far you can go with this person or if you're trustworthy, right? So Read it from the top again.
Proverbs 3 and verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding.
Gone, right? So we had to trust in the Most High with all we had, right? Meaning with your full mind, right? And lean not on your own understanding, right? So this showing you here, your understanding is foolishness, right? But when you trust on the Most High, when you believe in the Most High, Salakia, that is the best thing that somebody could do, right? You gotta trust, put all faith, trust, and understanding towards this word, and believe in the Most High by having faith on the Most High, right? You give me Proverbs 10 and verse 8.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 10 and verse 8. The wise in heart will receive commandments, but a prudent fool shall fall.
Read that again.
The wise in heart will receive commandments, but a prudent fool shall fall.
Right, the wise in heart will receive commandments, right? Meaning a wise man will understand and receive what he understand about the commandments of the Most High, right? You just won't say, I don't believe in that because man write that, right? But this is the doctrines of the churches and them. They mostly believe that man write the Bible. But a wise man will understand that the Most High gave his word to certain men to give to the nation of Israel. So bring that from the top again.
Proverbs 10 and verse 8. The wise in heart will receive commandments, but a prudent fool shall fall.
Right, so the wise shall receive the commandments of the Most High, but the foolish, meaning like the people of this world who don't want to hear the word of God, will fall. Right? And they will fall by the ways of this wicked world. Right? By studying to run down money, studying to run down women, all form of vanity. Right? That profit you nothing, because the same woman that you leave to run after could bring you AIDS, could bring you some form of sickness. Right? She could also take everything that you have and leave with it. Right? So it makes no sense running after wicked and foolish things of this world. Right? So this is, go to Psalms 19. Go to Psalms 19 and
This book of Psalms, chapter 19 and verse Psalms 19 and verse 14. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in my sight.
And the what?
And the meditation of my heart.
How could your heart meditate when your heart have one particular purpose, which is to pump blood? Right? So bring that from the top again. So
Psalms 19 and verse 14. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord.
Right? So let the word of my mouth, Salakia, and the meditation of my heart, meaning studying about the word, be acceptable in thy sight. Right? So when we study the word, the Bible says, study to show thyself approved. Right? So we have to meditate on the words of God. Right? We shouldn't be meditating on the foolishness of this world. Right? Studying how to attract this female. Studying how to make this money to do this form of wickedness. Right? Use that time and that energy to meditate on the word of God. Right? Because we have to live, we understand this, right? So we need things. But we in this flesh, we in this little body, right? But it don't mean that we would forsake the words or the ways of the Most High to make it in this wicked world. Who could make it in this wicked world? We see in daily that the rich, the billionaires, the millionaires, they're dying off. Although they have all the riches that a man could desire or want. Right? So the richness of this world means nothing. A man's life is like vapor to the Most High, like a cloud to the Most High. Right? And most of we don't born with wealth. So by the time you reach 18, in your early 20s, and you possess a certain form of wealth, soon after you will go and die and leave it. Right? So all what it is you work for is just vanity. But when it is you meditate on the word of God, this is something that man or money cannot buy. Right? Bring that from the top right.
Book of Psalms 19 and verse 14. Let thy words, let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my redeemer.
Right? So meditate on the word of God. This is where your wealth comes in. Right? This is true wealth. Right? Because as I say, the things of this world means nothing. You only have it for a short period of time. You buy a Bugatti Veyron, you run it for so much of time, you gotta go and fix. After you spend so much money to buy this vehicle. That just goes to show you that the things that man make is nothing. Right? But so long as the Most High bless you with something, that is forever, is eternal. Man can't destroy your blessing. You could destroy it by falling back into the ways of this wicked world. Right? Jump down to 12.
Book of Psalms 19 and verse 12. Who can understand his errors? Cleanse thou from me secret faults.
Gone, right? So who can understand his error? Right? A wise man will meditate and think about the foolishness that he did and try to separate himself from that. We're not saying that you will fall in this truth. Right? But the main thing is that you realize where you fall short, you pick yourself back up, and you keep moving again. Right? Because you will fall short. Cleanse thou me from secret faults. Right? So sometimes we might appear to be worthy before men, but behind closed doors we're doing secret sins. Right? That have us fallen short of the glory of the Most High. These are things that we need to meditate on. Right? Not meditate on it in a bad way, but meditate on it in a positive aspect as how to come out of this foolishness that we in. Right? So we go to Mark 11 and verse 23. For verily I say unto you, whatsoever shall say unto this mountain, be removed. So that whosoever shall say unto this mountain, be removed, and be thou cast into the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart. Right? So you cannot doubt in your heart, in your mind. When you pray into the Most High, meditate on what it is you're going and say to the Most High. Don't just pray and you're fumbling while you're praying. The Most High don't hear prayers like that. Right? So we have to meditate on the word of the Most High. Right? And when you're meditating on the word of the Most High now, you would understand, well, certain things you need to refrain from, and certain things you could do in righteousness. Right? And shall not doubt in thy heart, meaning in your mind, but shall believe that those things which he shall come, which he said shall come to pass. Right? So wherever it is you meditate on, you have to believe that when you pray and ask the Most High for these things in righteousness, not just ask him for a pretty woman that you're passing on your way to work every morning for. Right? Or you walk hard. You have a vehicle, but you're seeing this one come out like yesterday. Right? So you want to have this vehicle so you can show up on Tom and Harry down the road. The Most High not go and hear wicked prayers like these. Right? But ask him for something in righteousness to help your brother who fallen short. Right? You ask him to help the nation of Israel to wake up. Right? These are prayers that the Most High will hear. but shall believe that those things which he said shall come to pass. He shall have whatsoever he said. Right? So whatever you pray for in righteousness, the Most High going to grant that unto you. Right? But in his timing. We all believe that as soon as we ask the Most High for something, he must be like a genie in a bottle. As you rub the bottle, he must come out and give you what it is you ask for. The Most High don't work like that. Right? So you give me Hebrews 3 and 12.
Book of Hebrews chapter 3. It's book of Hebrews chapter 3 and verse 12. Take heed, brethren.
Take what?
Take heed, brethren.
No, do what it is you want to do.
Take heed, brethren, lest there be in any of you an evil heart of unbelief in departing from the living God.
Gone, right? So we're saying, take heed, brethren, lest there be in any of you an evil heart, meaning your mindset evil, it's wicked, right? You only studying things of this world, right? How to take from your brother, how to bring a brother down, right? How to go and rob a brother, right? So this is why the scripture is telling you, your heart is your mind, right? Your heart can't be evil. You can't just, alright, see that's how you had to get a heart transplant and somebody was wicked, right? But you have a positive mindset. Right, you live in righteously. So that means when you get this heart transplant, because nobody do know who they get any transplant from, right? Most of the time. So does that mean the person that was wicked, right? That the Most High put to death, that you could have a heart to live. Does that mean when you get a heart in you, you're going to be wicked now? Because that brother who you might have get the heart from, or sister, might have been wicked in this world. Right? But you need a heart transplant, you get the heart. That don't mean that the heart itself, wicked or evil. A heart cannot think. So what the scriptures is showing you, that your heart is your mind. So a man thinketh, so shall he be. Right? So if a man thinking wicked, he going to be wicked. If a man thinking righteous, you'll always find him in the scriptures, always trying to seek to find out more about the ways of the Most High. Right? But so long as a man is of this world, his mindset shall be evil. So bring this from the top again, friends.
It's book of Hebrews 3 and verse 12. Take heed, brethren, lest there be in any of you an evil heart of unbelief.
Gone, right? So when you have an evil heart of unbelief, meaning you're always doubting. I don't feel that is the word of God. Now I don't feel that them Hebrew Israelites are not speaking the word of God. I don't feel it's this. I don't feel we should hate nobody, right? I don't feel that we should hate people that of the, you know, you can't really say certain things, right? But people who want to change the sex and all this kind of foolishness, right? We shouldn't hate the ways, right? Because most, so long as there's an Israelite, you gotta love the brother but hate the ways, right? So you'll be doubting and saying that you can't hate what it is doing because there is an Israelite. Right? You could discern here what's going on, that this person not in the right mind, they're not thinking in the right form, or they're supposed to be thinking in the first place, right? But they're going against the word of the Most High. Right? So in your heart, which is your mind, you're supposed to discern right from wrong according to the scriptures. Know that this person going off, you come to them and show them the word. That is what being righteous is about, right? You give them a fair opportunity to either take heed of this word or to fall short and continue going in the path of wickedness. Right? So take heed, brethren, lest there be any of you an evil heart of unbelief. Right? So take heed to this word. Right? Pick up your Bible on a daily basis, read, study, pray, and meditate on the word of God. Right? That's the only so we could come back to the word of God, right? And with that, we bid Israel shalom.